Hello students, welcome to my e-learning class. Myself Professor R.S. Udpudi from BLDS College Jamkandi. I am explaining here 2 marks question and answers of corporate accounting of a previous year's question paper. Altogether I will explain 30 questions. In that, first is what is dividend? Dividend is a part of profit. Dividend is the part of profit of a company which is distributed among its shareholders. Which is distributed among its shareholders. It is a part of profit distributed among shareholders after writing off preliminary expenses, previous year losses and depreciation. Whatever profit the company gets, it distributes its shareholders. That part is called as dividend, and it is declared at the end of the financial year. Okay, after taking the annual general meeting, AGM ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು, annual general meeting. ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಯಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಟೇರಿಯಮ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್? ಇಂಟೇರಿಯಮ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 2 annual general meetings of the company, that is in the middle of the year. That means the interim dividend is declared at the middle of the year, or otherwise it is also called as it is declared between 2 annual general meeting. 2 AGMs ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ, annual general meetings ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ನಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಫೈನಲ್ ಏನು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಯಲ್ ಇಯರ್ದ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ಏನು ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಡು ಏನಾರ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಂಟೇರಿಯಮ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ನಾವಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಂಟೇರಿಯಮ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೆಯಾಕತ್ತೇವೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಟೇರಿಯಮ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್? ಇಂಟೇರಿಯಮ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ declared by the directors between 2 annual general meetings of the company, that is in the middle of the year. Okay, third question, what is goodwill? What is goodwill? It is the good name of the company ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? ಗುಡ್ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಹೊತ್ನಾಗ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ICAIದವ್ರು ಏನು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ಗೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ ಇಂಟ್ಯಾಂಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ನೇಮ್, ರೆಪ್ಯುಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್. Goodwill is an intangible asset arising from sound business connections or trade name or reputation of an enterprise. Okay, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋದೈತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಪ್ಲೇಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ದನ್ನು ಪ್ಲೇಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ. ಸೊ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ರೆಪ್ಯುಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೇನೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ. ಓಕೆ, ನೇಮ್ 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್. ಹೌ ದ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್? ಗಿವ್ 2 ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. Okay, directly here we have to mention the main head of methods of valuation of goodwill. Average profit method ಒಳಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಐತಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವೇಟೆಡ್ ಐತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಂಗಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೂ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಒಳಗೂ ಏನೈತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಐತಿ, annuity method ಐತಿ, sliding scale ಐತಿ. So different methods we have, but we have to write the main methods. ಮೇನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಎವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 5th ಕ್ವಶನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ? Liquidation means commencement of winding up. Commencement start aguda of winding up proceedings of affairs of the company and completion of such proceedings whereby the company will be dissolved and ceases its existence. I am repeating it. Liquidation means commencement of winding up of proceedings of the affairs of the company and completion of such proceedings. Which proceeding? Winding up proceedings. Whereby the company will be dissolved. Company will be dissolved and ceases its existence. ತನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಾಕತ್ತೇವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಮಿನ್ಸ್ನೂ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಎಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಎಂಡ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೆಯಾಕತ್ತೇವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗೋದನ್ನು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ. ನೇಮ್ 2 types ಆಫ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ವೈಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆರ್ liquidate the company ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ವಾಲಂಟರಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್. ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. Voluntary means company itself wants to close down the affairs of the company. Compulsory means statutory compulsory liquidation ಆಗತಿ. ಲೀಗಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಂಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಗಾಕ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ರೂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯುಟರಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲೇ. What is share? What is share? The share capital of a company is divided into small units. That each unit is called as share. The share capital of the company is divided into small units. That each unit is called as share. Their next question is also related with the shares, valuation of share. Name 2 methods of valuation of shares. We have 2 methods, net assets method and yield method. Another method is also there, fair value method. Fair value method. Fair value method is nothing but the aggregate of these 2. Net assets method plus yield method ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ that is divided by 2. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, aggregate of net assets method value and yield method value ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರದ್ದು aggregation ಇರ್ತೈತಿ fair value method. Our 9th question is, name any 2 principal books maintained by banking company. What are the books the banking company is going to maintain? It maintains cash book, general ledger, cash balance and day book. They have asked 2. Here I have mentioned 4 of them. You can write any of these 2. 10th question, what is statutory reserve? It is also related with banking company. Every banking company incorporated in India should, before any dividend is declared, compulsorily transfer a sum equal to 25% of its profit of the year to reserve called statutory reserve. This 25% is fixed by the RBI. Every banking company incorporated in India should, before declaring the dividend, has to transfer 25% of its profit to the reserve. That reserve is called as statutory reserve. Name any 2 items appeared in schedule number 11 of balance sheet of bank accounts. Bank account in the schedule number 11 ದೊಳಗೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಐಟಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. you have to write any two. Here I have given 4. Schedule 11 relates with other assets. Okay, this Schedule 11 relates with other assets. Heading is other assets. In these other assets, we have inter-office adjustment, interest accrued, tax paid in advance, and stationery and stamps. Okay. 12th question. Name 2 factors affecting valuation of share. While valuating the shares, what are the factors going to affect it? Factors affecting valuation of share. They have asked 2. I have mentioned here 4. Okay. You can write any 2 of them. The availability of sufficient assets to meet the liability. Income yielding capacity of the company. That is normal rate of the return. Nature of the company. And percentage of dividend declared. Valuation of share depends on these 4 main important factors. Give the meaning of statement of assets and liabilities. It is 2017 question paper. Okay, from here 2017 question paper. Some of repeat, so I have not given them. Give the meaning of statement of assets and liabilities. Statement of assets and liabilities means balance sheet. It is nothing but balance sheet, which shows the assets and liabilities. Balance sheet shows the assets and liabilities. But here the question is meaning of statement of assets and liabilities. So we have to write as a statement showing true and fair view on financial position of the company by disclosing its assets and liabilities for a particular period is called as statement of assets and liabilities. Okay, a statement showing true and fair view on financial position of the company by disclosing its assets and liabilities for a particular period of time is called as statement of assets and liabilities. Financial position ತೋರಿಸೋದು which shows the financial position. Balance sheet shows the financial position. Okay, in this balance sheet we have assets and liabilities. Okay, hope you got that answer. Next is what are divisible profits? What are divisible profit? The profit which are available for distribution of dividend to shareholders are called as divisible profit. The profit which are available for distribution of dividend to shareholders are called as divisible profit. In my first question, I explained about the dividend. Okay, I spoke about profit. I explained about profit. That profit is divisible profit. That profit is divisible profit. What is this divisible profit? It is available to distribute as dividend. It is available to distribute as dividend. Which profit is available to distribute as dividend? After writing of the preliminary expenses, losses and depreciation, that profit is available to shareholders. That is called as divisible profit. Okay. Next is 15th question. Give a formula for calculation of normal profit. We use this formula to calculate the normal profit. Normal profit is equal to average capital employed, which is symbolically written as ACE. Symbolically now ACE ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರೀತೇವೆ. Average capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. Okay. Average capital into normal rate of return divided by 100. Average capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. It is the formula to calculate normal profit. Define bank as per Banking Regulation Act 1949. Section 5 of Banking Regulation Act 1949 says Banking is the accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposits of money from the public, repaying on demand or otherwise, and withdrawable by check, draft, order, or otherwise. Banking means banking is accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdrawable by check, draft, order, or otherwise. It is according to Banking Regulation Act. What are performing assets? It is also related with banking company accounts. A performing asset means the asset which contributes to generate income to the bank and which is not a non-performing asset. The asset which contribute or which generates the income is called as performing asset. That means any loan which receives the interest is called as performing assets. Which loan not receives any interest is called as non-performing asset. So, performing assets andre ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? A performing asset means which contributes or continues to generate the income to the bank is and which is not non-performing asset is called a performing asset. What is super profit? Super profit is the excess of average profit over the normal profit. That it is the difference between average profit earned by a business and normal profit. It is nothing but the difference between average profit and normal profit ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ is equal to average profit minus normal profit. It is the difference between these two. Super profit ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ. ನೇಮ್ ಎನಿ 4 ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್. 4 operating expenses of bank are rent, taxes, lighting, payment to and provision for employees, printing and stationery, advertisement and publicity, director fees and allowances and expenses, postage, telegram and telephone. You can choose any 4 and write. What do you mean by issue of share at premium? The issue of shares at premium refers to the issue of shares at price higher than the face value of the share. What do you mean by preliminary expenses? Preliminary expenses are the expenses which the promoters of the company incur at the time of incorporating the company. That is, at the start of the company, whatever expenses the promoters are going to incur is called as preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses are the expenses which the promoters of the company incur at the time of incorporating the company. Write 2 features of goodwill. Goodwill is an intangible asset but not fictitious asset. Goodwill helps the business to earn more profit than normal profit. It is inseparable, that is business in the separate madak barangilla, which cannot be separable from the business or assets. Only purchased goodwill is recognized in the books of account according to Indian accounting standard 10. AS 10 prakara only purchased goodwill is written in the books of account. What is net asset value? Net asset value is a share value is ascertained by dividing the net assets available to equity shareholders by number of equity shares. Net asset value is a share value ascertained by dividing net assets available to equity shareholders by number of equity shares. Then what is net assets? Total assets minus outside liability is the net assets. Okay. We have two methods. I have explained about that also. Go through valuation of share in my playlist. What are the types of goodwill? One is purchase goodwill, another is non-purchase goodwill. What is fair value of share? Fair value of share is the aggregate of intrinsic value and yield value of share. We are adding intrinsic value and yield value and dividing it by 2. That's why we say it as aggregate of intrinsic value and yield value of share. Name 4 sources of income for bank. The sources of income for bank are interest or discount on advance or bill, interest on investment, interest on balances with RBI, interbank funds, commission, exchange and brokerage. Commission, exchange and brokerage. These are the sources of income to the bank. What is rebate on bills discounted? How do you treat in bank balance sheet? I think it is a 2016 question paper. Okay. The portion of discount pertaining to the next period is to be treated as unexpired discount and duly attested and carried forward for the next period. Since it is just like income received in advance, the amount is called as rebate on bills discounted. The portion of discount pertaining to the next period is to be treated as unexpired discount and duly attested and carried forward for next period, since it is just like income received in advance and the amount is called as rebate on bill discounted. Our next part is how do you treat it in balance sheet. It is written under Schedule 5. Schedule 5 of other liabilities and provisions in bank balance sheet. Okay. Who are the preferential creditors for the purpose of liquidation? Give 2 examples. Preferential creditors comes under liquidation of the company. That means we pay off the amount of the company to outside liabilities by preferential order. Okay, those preferential order is called as preferential creditors. Here we have the meaning. Preferential creditor is a creditor receiving a preferential right to payment over other creditors at the time of liquidation of the company. A preferential creditor is a creditor receiving a preferential right to payment over the other creditors at the time of the liquidation of the company. We have examples: all taxes, cesses and rates due to the government and local authorities, and wages or salaries of an employee which have become due within a period of 12 months. What are the main heads of accounts to be shown under shareholders fund in the vertical form of balance sheet? Shareholder fund under, we are writing share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrants. The main heads of accounts to be shown under shareholders fund in the balance sheet are share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrant. What are short-term provisions? Give 2 examples. Short-term provisions are those provisions which will fall due for payment within a period of 12 months from the reporting date. Short-term provisions are those provisions which will fall due for payment within a period of 12 months from the reporting date. That means the provisions which fall due within a 12 months. Okay, that are called as short-term provisions. Examples are provision for income tax, provision for salary, wages and bonus, provision for proposed dividend. These comes under within 12 months we have to pay it back. our last question in this video. What is capital reserve? Capital reserve is derived from the accumulated capital surplus of the company created out of capital profit. Capital reserve is nothing but the accumulated capital surplus or capital profit which is kept aside for the future contingencies of the company. That is called as capital reserve. Hope you like my video. Please like, share, subscribe my channel for more videos on commerce subject. Thank you so much. Be dedicated, be determined, stay focused, be successful. See you.